April 1st, 1993, my wife gave birth to our third son, Timothy. And when we went to the hospital that night, the doctor said, "Now you're not going to have the baby tonight. Go home and come back when your contractions are closer." And my wife looked at the doctor and said, "God told me I'm having the baby tonight." And he's like, "Well, he didn't tell me, so go home." Instead of going home, we went to the chapel in the church and we began praying. Then I began reading Psalms to her while she was praying. And literally in like 15 minutes, her contractions were closed. As we went back to the baby section of the hospital, the nurses recognized she was a neighbor. They grabbed her and immediately just started ripping her clothes off and calling the closest doctor. "Doctor, she's ready to give birth." And he's like, "I'm not her doctor." He's like, "It doesn't matter. She's ready to give birth." Literally by the time she went into the bed and the doctor came, the baby was out. The most gorgeous boy you ever want to see. Jet black hair, big black eyes. And now he's the father of 3 gorgeous sons and the founder of TurinGlobe.com website. But because it was April 1st, and I'm a joker, when I called my mom, she wouldn't believe me until my wife told her. But where did April Fools come from? Did you ever wonder, where did this April Fools thing come from? Well, you can thank the Catholic Church, just like everything in Western civilization, pretty much. Neil deGrasse Tyson, very popular, very brilliant scientist, has said publicly, "The Catholic Church has contributed more to science than any organization in the history of the world." And he said one of the greatest achievements in science was by Pope Gregory in the 16th century, when he told his scientist priests to make a new calendar, because the old calendar, the Julian calendar, was not accurate. So these brilliant men, these brilliant scientists, figured out a way to make the calendar accurate by adding leap years. And thus we call the calendar we use today the Gregorian calendar, after Pope Gregory. Now, the Eastern Orthodox, the Greek Orthodox Church, still uses the Julian calendar. That's why our Easters are on different days. But before Pope Gregory had the calendar changed, New Year's Day was always celebrated on April 1st. Well, he changed that. He said, no, now New Year's Day will be celebrated on January 1st. So every good Catholic and every Protestant followed that. And but there were some that were in denial. They're like, "No, I like it the old way." So they would still celebrate New Year's Day on April 1st, the wrong day. So they were known as April Fools. And then day became known as April Fool's Day. So now you know. God bless and stay Catholic.